Bring forth our thank you, Lord.
My name is Larry Krishnick, Reverend Krishnick.
Pasquale Santoro, tour guide.
Kyle Chouette, El Camino Community College.
Minister Richard Urban, Director of Student Affairs at IHU.
Akane, student from PCC.
Jasmine, El Camino right now.
And we're at the Young Clergy Leadership Conference prayer breakfast here at the Israel Missionary Baptist Church. So it's you can see people gathered here, which is unusual is that people come early. Prayer breakfasts usually show up a little late, but I think that's the element of the youth. There's a lot of young people here and excitement. You know, we've had the ACLC for a long time. They've done brilliant work, but we need to carry on that work and then extend it, you know, into the future with the inspiration and the creativity of the youth on the foundation of everything that the ACLC has done. And so this event is pretty much an event that kind of embodies that. You know, our young clergy leadership leader here, Jermaine Bishop, who's over there sitting next to Chip Murray, famous civil rights leader and local minister here, represent, I think, the old and the new coming together. So we're looking forward to seeing what they have planned. Thank you.
You could feel that God is really present, alive in this event. Especially now we are making the connection, older generation which never grow old, and the younger generation which is the future. And you can feel we are in a new era. Really, it's an era of unity, an era of a big change.
I think it was great coming here and to hear kind of like the big picture goal for everyone, right, in the world, WCLC. But I think clicking more into like YCLC and kind of how I can play more of a role in that and how that kind of gears us towards this big picture goal of wanting to achieve, you know, world peace and one family in our communities.
Well, Brandon from City of Refuge, he talked about how he noticed that everyone, despite religious differences or racial differences, everyone has a common denominator of family.
Yeah, he was emphasizing the point that he realized like everything comes down to family, and that like no matter how different we are, the thing that connects us all is family. And I think right now in our society, what really connects us is that we want to fix that and we want to make it more meaningful. And so I think the fact that he touched upon that was really meaningful, because I think that's the core of WCLC, YCLC, like all these big things is just family. And so I was really grateful for his message.
It was really nice seeing how his concept and his understanding went through a transformation, and I feel a lot of hope now.
So I really appreciated Jermaine's talk about YCLC, and I feel like he explained it really well for me to be able to grasp. And I think one of the big things that stuck out to me was the importance of education. He was talking about YCLC and how that would be a tool for us as students or as young adults to really go towards this big picture goal, right, of one family.
Usually the streets are clean, the economy is good, everything works. When the family is destroyed in the society, everything is broken because it reflects what we have inside us. I feel it's a new beginning.
The main thing, the core focus that we really discussed mostly was family unity and coming back to the family. He really emphasized the divorce rates, 50%. And it really hurts me as a family that is divorced that the rate is so high, because I know that it truly is better. Like he said, the communities that have married families they have better finances, the community is happier, and I really took that to heart and I understood it very deeply because I experienced that myself. And I understand that now I really am even more, I guess, inspired to create a true family.
And so on and so forth, having a community, just like the Bible teaches about having a village to raise the next generation. You have to have that community together in order for the children to be able to be blessed and to have a blessed family. For one thing is to educate the parents and educate the children. If we don't educate the parents and children in Christian education, it all will fell down. We must educate the family to know that how to build up a quality family, how to build up a quality community in order to continue on the legacy, continue on to have a blessed family in the community and the world.
I really liked what he said about how we can educate our families and what we can do as young people, even before marriage, what we can how we can keep our purity and we can commit ourselves to God and to our future spouses. And I really want to keep my purity and prepare myself for future marriages so that I can teach and educate my children so that they can become people who can serve God in the future.
And so he was talking about principled education, and I really liked his definition of principle, and that it's irrefutable, and whether we believe in it or not, there are certain things in the universe, right, that work and that don't, and if we go against them, it causes friction. And I think in our society, that's something we really need to discuss and to learn about. And I think, YCLC would be a really good outlet for that, so I'm really excited to study more about that. As well as he was talking about research, and I really appreciated that because I think in university we study a lot about science and math, and sometimes we wonder how does it apply to my faith, right? Or how does it transfer over to maybe a bigger goal we have. And so I think him including that math and science would be included in research and in principled education kind of gives me a more well-rounded picture of just my studies at university and how it ties with YCLC and what we can do from then on.
The vision of YCLC is to build a unified nation led by young people.
Create true families, so we need to do our best in order to pledge purity and to be able to further the principle of creation in order to create true families. So we need to be exemplary people.
Well, one thing is passing the baton to the next generation. Make sure that we educate our children so they could be able to have a blessed family later on in the future as well too.
I think it's great. I think it can be intimidating to talk about such bigger picture goals or changing society, but to see kind of, the people who've been doing it for years, and especially they kind of led this meeting, right? They created the atmosphere and the spirit for us to be able to share kind of our goal for YCLC.
I really enjoyed the message they preaching to the world, united families and bringing husband and wife together to
build one family under God.
I know that we're doing good things here.
God loves you, and God believes you. You can do amazing works. Never underestimate who you are. You're a God's son, you're a God's daughter.
I definitely know that God was in the room today, and I really felt the energy around me and within me, so yes.
Yeah, definitely if we need guidance. I think there were so many brothers and sisters here that we could look to.
Young Clergy Leadership Conference, we want to pass the baton. Wherever we have a foundation right here, we want to give the next generation and the next generation. It's so much joy.